After 7 years working as a cloud engineer, I've learned a lot. Some lessons through hard-won successes, others through painful mistakes. Between this journey from becoming a cloud engineer to nowadays, after 7 years of experience in the field, having the privilege and opportunity to be offered multiple six-figure jobs, like some of them almost reaching $300,000 per year, I feel really blessed. I would like to share with you here what I learned through these 7 years that for me is the most important lesson. We'll explain why that's the most important one. Aligned action. Two simple words, but a lot of people struggle with that. I feel that if you deploy this in your real life, in your real world workplace, that will make a huge difference. And the reason for this is a lot of people are thinking to become a cloud engineer or even tech, and they keep learning, studying, and sometimes even in the company that they are working, there are opportunities there that they could jump in, they could work on that, gain experience, get promotion, or if they are contracting, they could be converted to a full-time employee. But people, sometimes they struggle and they keep trying to just learn random tools, trying to do the random stuff. I had different seasons in my career as a tech professional that when I look back, I took aligned action without knowing that I was doing that. And nowadays, after all this transition to cloud engineering, I did work in few cloud engineer roles, and this back in 2018, 2019, that I was hired to be a Azure architect or to be the cloud engineer. But at the end of the day, I was looking into on-premises systems. I was sometimes looking into BAU requests, support of users, or even in the collaboration suite of Microsoft, like Office 365 and all those tools, even though I was looking into cloud engineering. And nowadays, even now in 2025, I see in the industry some engineers that are being brought in to do the job as a cloud engineer, but they needed to work in different areas that are not really related just to infrastructure as a code, building new solutions in Azure portal, like deploying POCs. It's really maintaining the operation, sometimes looking into cost optimization. People, they feel resistance to do that. And I feel that this was one of the major lessons learned in my career, that whatever was thrown at my direction or my plate, I would go for it. I would serve at my best with the best that I knew. I would keep learning. I would keep upskilling. Sometimes I see people complaining in the industry, oh, I did work like over the weekend or night shifts. It was so hard. But let me ask you, how many times have you worked in the last year all these crazy hours? For me, being honest, like maybe once per year, twice per year. And the other days, 9 to 5, sometimes even less than 9 to 5, like company doing events. I could enjoy other things. So it's really important for people to look if they are contributing to the company with action that's aligned to what the company is looking for. We are in 2025. I see as a cloud engineer, did learn a lot, and I feel that I want to master more the tools that I have been studying. And it's a common desire that we have, like to develop mastery. But the industry is moving so fast that now I'm seeing the company that I have been contracting and other companies, they're talking a lot about AI from the boardroom to the management layer in the company. They're looking into AI tools, are looking for the team to upskill. I realized at this stage that when I did break through into this career into cloud, I met two systems engineers, very talented, very smart guys working in a console. And the reason that they were being replaced by a brand new cloud engineer that even didn't have that experience, but at that time it was just the foundations that he knew and one certification, was the reason that he was willing to work with the cloud. And that is telling me that right now in this industry, I'm seeing a shift, like even here in Australia right now, if we look for cloud engineer native roles, I'm seeing that there is a equal demand for AI engineers. And this is what I'm teaching for the students in our Cloud Engineer Launchpad. Some of the AI tools that I have been using currently in the company that I'm working on, and what I have been studying as well. So we are going to see here even transition like from cloud to more into the AI space, because this is what's happening right now in the marketplace. And some people might complain, hey, but this AI tool doesn't work, doesn't do very well. Is this aligned with the company or what the company is looking for? Or are you telling this based on your preference? And that is what made a distinction in my career 7 years ago. And now I'm fully aware of that, understanding that impact that made when I did this choice. Even though cloud was new, things were evolving. I just jumped in and took a line of action. So even for me, after all this time in the industry, it's a moment that I have been reflecting, and maybe I need to start to take even more aligned action with what the companies are looking for in the moment, and even bring this to the students of our cohort in cloud engineering. What are the tools that you can use as a cloud engineer? So if you're curious to keep learning and understanding what's happening in this AI space, more specifically in this cloud engineering, keep watching, keep following, or if you want to work more closely with me, join our cohort. If you are happy to just keep learning at your pace, keep watching, keep thinking, share with your friends, subscribe, hit like. I will be sharing here more in the following days and weeks what I'm using in the industry right now into this cloud plus AI tools and what's really working and what's not working so well. Cheers.